Hi, folks, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing very nice tonight. And 7 views, 7 watchers, even. Wow. I am joined in the live chat. Well, I'm joined in the voice call right now with Matt. You can see him in the live chat as well. So say hello.
Hello. You can't see me, but then again, you're not missing out on anything. I haven't shaved, I look like a mess, and this is a great way to start a stream. Yay!
And I would like to apologise to everybody, but it seems as though I have forgot to set the stream to the lowest latency. So there may be a delay between me actually saying, between you putting stuff in the chat and me actually replying to what you say. So I do apologise for that.
Technical difficulties are fun.
They are indeed. Alright, so I'm going to be doing something
I
different
mean, they were
today.
funnier than the divorce anyway. I love how you were genuinely you went along with that, like, yes.
So I'm going to be doing something. Gelduck says, "Good to see you, Mad and Ricky." Mad and Ricky.
Yeah, he's still referring to me as Mad Matter, so even though my Discord username's Quad.
Quad.
If anybody calls me Quad in the chat, you're my best friend.
Quad. I'm joined with Quad, and we are tonight going
Quad.
to Anyways,
Well,
that
my
being
name's
said,
Matt, so either Matt or Quad, say that in the chat and I'll react to it.
I just want to check: is my voice working? But
Well, I don't know, I
is.
don't have the stream audio on.
Don't worry about that. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing today, before Matt interrupts me again, is we're going to be taking a look at some beta releases of Windows 8. I actually used to do this on an old series I used to do, and I'm pretty sure Lap, shout out to you in the chat if you're still watching this, actually came to this channel from the old series I used to do called Exploring Operating Systems. What are you laughing at?
You said came to this channel, and my mind, I have a dirty mind. I just immediately jumped to a conclusion there. I apologise. I'm a big child.
Gelduck redeemed chicken. Brilliant.
So everybody, we're going to be looking...
Just kick the table.
So everybody, we're going to be looking at the prototype versions of the bastard black sheep child of the Microsoft family, Windows 7 with aspirations, and
Don't call Windows 8 a bastard. Don't call Windows 8 a bastard.
What?
No, that offends me.
I said bastard child. There's a difference.
Oh, God. Right, I'm going to take this jump.
I thought you were going to say fuck off there. I was.
Because sod that. Right. There we go.
I remember you when you set the background you currently have on. I thought it was a Christmas thing because of the way the stars are going down.
Yeah, I changed that. Eat the chicken. Now, I'm not going to eat the chicken.
No, eat the chicken. No, the chicken crossed the road. He committed war crimes. He's gone back to his house. Eat the fucking thing.
Anyways, I am going to... I'm actually going to be doing this from scratch. So, for a few seconds, you will be seeing just this on screen right now while I get the virtual machine up and running. Because I actually want to... I could actually do that, actually. I'm going to actually capture what I'm doing right now. Just so you can get an idea of what I'm doing. New virtual machine.
Are you going to be... Just the question crossed my mind. What version of Windows are you using? 10 still?
10 to do all this stuff. My current version of Windows on the machine itself is Windows 10. Yes, I cannot be arsed with 11.
Good. Good. Because I'm doing a little collaboration thing with another guy, and he's asked me to give him my thoughts on 11, so I wasn't sure if you were actually using it or not.
I used it initially during beta when I tested it to make the episode of that show. By the way, Lap, I did actually shout you out earlier on in the stream, but yeah, back when I used to do the Exploring Operating System series, I
on Ion Media.
Oh, Ion Media, yes. And for those of you who are watching this, who actually came to It's Ricky's channel from Iontree Media, I do want to give you a heads up. That channel is now being archived, but Exploring Operating Systems is going to be continuing on a new channel in the future.
We have an F in the chat for Iontree Channel 13, please.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, I'm not doing that very much longer.
The channel will remain up for old episodes, because I'm not going to be one of those people who just delete stuff. I am going to keep the channels up. Yeah, I may take down the news channel, and I may archive the stuff on the main channel, but I will be keeping a Channel 13 up for people who enjoyed those episodes. But moving forward, the series are on hiatus right now because I'm working on plans to bring it back in a better way than it was before. And fun fact, I'm actually going to be doing this to record B-roll footage to use as a title sequence, because I'm going to be updating the title sequence for the new channel. I don't like Windows 11, also, yay, thanks.
I was going to say, are you going to give the virtual machine a funny name?
I've already just called it Windows 8 and the build number, but what do you want me to call it?
Oh, I thought you were going to call it something funny, like, I don't know.
I'm still on the screen, what do you want me to call it?
Guys, you've got any funny names in the chat? Actually, no, why am I saying that? Because there's going to be some delay. Actually, I've got one.
I'm going to actually put it on a sticky note. Right. Hold your thoughts until I get into the setup process. Is that going to capture? Oh!
I don't know if you could hear that. There's a dog next door. It's very fucking loud. It's barking. It was a very high-pitched, very loud bark. I don't know if my mic caught that. I'm using the internal mic. Should I change it? Can you hear me alright?
I can hear you. I can't hear anything in the background. Wow, yeah, this chat has a lot of latency. Yeah, I do apologise for that lap. I did not. I've completely forgot to fix that in editing, so I really do apologise for that.
Now just a wait to see if
I was a bit dumb.
Seems that Disney 95 Mini Carty wants us to eat the chicken.
Actually, let me try something for. Can't change it. Fuck.
Reggie.
Sorry.
The stream's buffering on my end.
I know, I stopped OBS.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure everything was fine.
I was gonna say, every time I see Nightbot in the chat, I keep thinking that's a real person. I was gonna say stop advertising, but then I remember, no wait, it's a bot. Of course it's gonna be in the chat advertising.
I knew you think they're advertising as well.
It's your own advertising, yeah. Yeah, Jelly, I saw the buffering, yeah. Just refresh if you can.
Yeah, that was actually to do with my end. I actually shut off OBS and restarted it just to try and see if I could alter the latency settings. I'm sorry, folks, but for this stream, I do apologise. The latency is going to be quite high for this stream. I completely forgot during the setup of this stream to change that. So, as I say, I do apologise indefinitely. I just want to know have you ever used VirtualBox. Jill, I was actually using that today. I have both that and VMware. Right, so that's build 7. Is that 78? What build? Hang on. Oh no, that's the wrong ISO.
That is the wrong ISO.
It's 7814. Right, there we go. We've got it, folks. We've got.
Don't know why you're getting so hyped up. It's Windows 8. Not gonna lie, Windows 8 I found it difficult to get into, not necessarily because of the start menu, because that's the thing everybody gets annoyed about, apparently. I don't get why. Sure, it's a bit annoying for people who are used to the current one, but like, it's not I mean, it could be worse, I suppose. But yeah, I just see. I'm more of a computer.
Oh god.
I'm more of a computer guy than a tablet guy. So Windows 8 didn't appeal to me by default. So yeah, that's
You're a
pretty much.
tabloid guy, you say.
No, I'm not a tablet guy. I say I'm a computer guy. So Windows 8, with its more tablet-y features, just nah, that didn't work for me.
Oh no, Gel, this isn't VirtualBox. This is VMware. Separate. It's a similar program in what it does. It's a different thing altogether, though. VirtualBox is open source. This is proprietary software. Alright, we are in business now, folks. We're in business. I cannot capture the window alone. I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's maybe because of virtualization.
You can't crop into it, can you?
I can crop into it, aye.
From OBS.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I mean you
crop
could do
into
it from OBS. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, I have to worry about
Sorry.
scaling. So I'll just leave it at this now. I don't know if people are fine with this,
More.
but I'll do this instead. Alright, so this is the setup process for Windows 8 build 7.8.14 or 7.8.14. And as you see right now, this is actually quite early in the development process for Windows 8. So it's still...
With Windows 7.
So it's still, mostly for the most part, resembles Windows 7 with a few add-ons that you have to enable.
Good.
Alright, so we will start the process now. It even still addresses itself as Windows 7 in some parts of the setup process as well, but there will be parts where, especially when it gets to the license agreement, it will say it's Windows 8.
I presume you're just gonna leave all the settings as vanilla, or this. Like you're not gonna customize anything with this specific virtual machine.
Not too much, but I will be doing stuff. I'll get into that when it happens, but I will be doing stuff to alter the experience because there's this thing called red pilling. Not what you think when it comes to Microsoft products. Shush.
I know what red pilling is, but yeah. We'll wait until we get to that.
Red pilling is a term Microsoft uses to how they go about designing new features for preview versions of Windows when they're in the middle of development, kind of thing. So what they will do is instead of showing the new features out of the box, when it comes to testers, especially when it comes to Windows 8 right here, what they will do is they will introduce the new features, but they will hide them behind a registry key. That is called red pilling. Yeah. Because it's sort of just, it's like a 1, 2, 3 step process to enable them. There's actually programs out there called red pillar, is it red pillar and red lock. Weird names, I know, but those are names for them, and I'm trying to look for the product key for this edition. And these are leaked builds, so I don't really care about sharing the product key at all. CVR MY CM74G.
If anybody's in the chat writing this down, don't please.
I mean, you can. It's a beta version of Windows, and the builds are out there anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, but like,
I'll find out the hard way of Microsoft Kansas stream, anyway. Oh, did you see that? Please read the license terms, and it says at the top Windows 8. Is that a real product key? Yes, it's actually on the beta wiki page for this. It's a bit of a lot.
See, you say see that, and I can't, so I'm having to rely on the stream. In fact, I'm going to try and count the delay.
Right, this is the beta archive web page. Actually, I will talk about this because I need to actually use this page as guidance for stuff. Alright, Windows 8 build. Hang on, let me just clear this and see if that... Right, I'll send everybody the page right here. So this is the page for this stream. Notice also the beta wiki page. Notice the way this looks. Lap, does it? I wonder if Charles actually is in the chat right now. But is this familiar to you at all? Any Windows beta nerds find this familiar? the beta wiki UI right here. I'll leave people to let me know in the chat what they think. But we'll take a look at this later on. I am going to continue the setup process, so I accept the license terms, boom, custom, and we'll let setup go underway. Hey, British Geek Guy, aka Charles. No
Nice.
lap. Not Wikipedia. Yes, it looks like Wikipedia. Because it's a Wikipedia-esque site. I'm talking about the actual way it looks. Just to make things simple, it looks like a beta version of Windows XP. Windows Vista, that is. This is the design for the watercolor visual style used in beta versions of Windows XP. I might look at Windows XP later on. I'm not too sure yet, but we will get there. Just so I'd just add that in. He laughs like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh wait, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ah, that's a bit loud. Let me see. Right, volume mixer.
Turtle.
Hopefully this isn't too loud, but I'll find out if Matt lets me know later because he's been reviewing my streams.
Hold on a second. Let me find that one out for you. In fact, I'll wait a couple of seconds, then mute myself and check.
Alright.
Just because I'd rather you find out in real time.
My ears? Sorry, is that too loud? Let me reset it back. I do apologise for that. Now, the setup for this was actually faster than the first time I tested this. It's fine now? Alrighty then.
Yeah, okay. When you first put it on, holy shit.
It's alright now?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Good.
It's fine, you can hear both of us. And somehow I'm louder than you. I don't know how that happened, but fix it if you want. If you don't care, just keep it as is.
Right, display, voice, microphone. Microphone's on full blast.
It's probably just me. Nah, leave it as it is.
Right, I'll turn desktop audio down a little bit.
Turn me down.
Wait, was it designed as Windows Longhorn? No, it was built. If you're talking about the wiki page, I have just closed it, haven't I? Fuck. Sorry for this swearing, folks. It's been a long day. Beta wiki. No, Charles. It's on the freaking tab. Right. There we go. This stream is a calamity. I do apologise for this. I don't apologise, actually. This is a calamity for a reason. I am a calamity as a person. But no, this is actually meant to be the watercolour theme for Windows XP. Isn't that Colonel Clanny? Who's Colonel... Where do you see Colonel Clanny here?
If you're talking about me, no. I don't know who this Clanny is.
We're almost there. We're almost there, folks. We're almost there. It's called watercolor.
No, I know who Clanny is, but
that's all I remember.
don't know at the same time.
Well, Charles, you might be in luck because I might actually do this later on with Windows XP. I might review a few builds of that. My favourite build is actually build 2419, just because of how nice it looks to me. Speaking of, actually, guys, are you familiar with a little known version or unreleased version of Windows called codenamed Windows Neptune? Not sure Matt knows, but I'll just lay that as a little bit of a seed. Wait to see what people say about that. Because I might want to show people something. You still have a Windows 8 tablet? I have 3.
Sorry, I zoned out. What?
I was asking, is anyone familiar with a little known version of Windows called Windows Neptune?
I found it in the dumpster last night.
Oh my god.
Was that the reaction?
Right.
Was that the reaction? Also, I'm looking at Windows Neptune here, and that's very basic. I know what it became, but it still looks very basic. It's on fucking archive.org.
I've actually ran that. Is it what? Is that 95 Alpha? What do you mean? Windows Neptune? No, it's not 95 Alpha. Windows Neptune was actually... It was meant to be what became Windows XP. Basically what happened with the Neptune project was there was 2 projects at the time. There was an Odyssey project and a Neptune project. The Odyssey project was meant to be an upgrade to Windows 2000 at the time. The Neptune project was meant to be the first iteration of Microsoft's project to move away from the 9X ecosystem with Windows 95, Windows 98 and that stuff. So Neptune was their first way of trying to convert Windows Millennium Edition into being a part of the Windows NT codebase. So so when it comes to Windows Neptune, you notice there's a few items that are actually in Windows Millennium Edition as is. One thing includes the activity centers. Alright. So now that I've planted that seed, I'm going to show you something I have done in the past.
He's gonna take you back to the past.
I'm not actually. I'm going to show you a project I did in the past.
Oh yeah, this is the one you showed me.
Yes.
God, my voice is dying. Hold on.
Have a drink. For Christmas,
Alright,
my parents have brought me a Surface RT tablet for a portable coding system. Hang on, does Windows RT still work?
As far as I know, it does, yeah.
No, is it still like compatible with that kind of stuff?
As far as I know, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm going to hold this screen right here, and someone suggest me a username for this machine. Matt, you're also free to do so as well.
The username? Okay, Frederick. First name that came to mind.
Frederick.
Yeah. I don't know why Frederick came to mind. It was just a name. You can go with Fred if it sounds less... I don't know.
Ah. Right, just gonna wait for that to load up first. Right.
Did you choose Frederick? Because again, I can't see. So
I've just used Fred. There we go.
Fred.
Oh, Fred.
Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire.
Fred. Yeah, the dancer, Fred Astaire.
Windows 8 RT is not very compatible since it's based on ARM, or ARM that is, but it's really hoping it works. Huh, fair enough.
Yes.
I know Windows 8 RT is lost support, but Windows 8.1 RT is still in support, but the thing is you can only run Windows Store apps through that. I don't know why Microsoft didn't just completely just remove the desktop in Windows RT. Because it's useless. I think Microsoft would have done good if they actually just did what I thought they should have done and just split the Windows 8 development into 2 flavours. The tablet edition with the start screen and the desktop version with a nice, Windows 7 start menu. Maybe the store apps, but if Windows 10 wouldn't exist as it is today if they did it all the way back in Windows 8. And I can tell you right now, someone who's actually been through the development of Windows 8 right now, I'm actually going through it right now on stream. They were actually planning on that, or at least that's what I'm getting from this. There were hints that they were going to keep the start menu as an option, as well as the start screen. But no, they had other plans. Alright, let me change the display to something a little bit bigger. Adjust resolution. I can't install VMware Editions in this. Right, so keep changes. I will wonder that this is kind of buggy as well. This copy of Windows is not genuine. I don't care.
Piracy!
Right.
If anybody wants to clip that, go ahead. I don't mind.
Piracy!
Just me going, piracy! It's a shame my video wasn't on because I just gave a big cheesy thumb up to the camera while I said that.
I bet you can
before I
play...
remembered, oh yeah, I'm not on video, so...
I bet you can play 3D Pinball Space Cadet. You can! You can, Jello Duck, you can.
I was never any good at 3D Space Cadet.
All you have to do is just copy over the files from a Windows XP computer onto Windows 10 or 11. It still works. Ask me how I know.
No. Here's a fun fact. Windows XP and Windows Vista versions of MS Paint still work on Windows 10.
Yes. Indeed they do. Dark Destruction is in the house! Hello! Continue without scanning. Redlock. Now, I'm going to run the Redlock program.
Orange is all coming together on this one stream.
What are you saying?
Saying orange is all coming together in this one stream.
Woohoo! Free cheers to Orange.
Team Orange, let's go.
Separate preparing your computer for first use. What about copy another version of Explorer to Windows 8?
I mean, do what you want. Can you not die on me, please?
I know for a fact you could... Ow, that was loud.
Well,
I know for a
fact.
fact. No, I wasn't talking to you, but I wasn't...
Fuck you.
Anyway. And folks, as you can see on your screens right now, is a prototype start screen.
I like how you're getting really into this.
Now, I should have actually shown before I did this, because I can no longer access the start menu, the Windows 7 start menu from this now, because all of the red locked features I've just enabled.
It's weird that I think that looks worse than what we eventually got. Like, obviously, yeah, I know it wasn't finished, but just from my own impression of... Obviously, I've seen it before, so this is out of the ordinary for me, but yeah, I don't like it. Also, whoever's idea it was in Microsoft to put let's not leak our hard work on the desktop. I don't know if they had a funny sense of humor or what the deal is, but it eventually leaked out, so... Yeah,
it was... I mean, to be fair, Microsoft has had a very good sense of humour when it comes to this stuff. I mean, all you have to do is go back to the fact that they used to hide stuff in Microsoft Office and earlier versions of Windows.
What? Wasn't it like a racing game in one version of Word?
There was a Doom clone built into Excel, I think.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking love that.
But
it's a shame that it isn't in there now. Because I'd love to play that.
Pay attention, folks. If you look behind my character on the screen right there, just underneath my profile picture, right? See me right here? Look underneath me. On the taskbar, you can see a version of the profile icon.
Yeah.
That was actually, I think that was actually as far back as Windows Vista as well. When it came to Windows Longhorn, there was that icon on the taskbar. But if I click on that, you know, it's a little space where it's got my information and stuff on it. Now, if I hit the start menu, it opens me into the start menu, which is the start screen even, which is a little bit, well, by design, it's going to be quite jank. It's very.
That's one way of putting it.
What happened to that page? Did I just close the page? History.
It has been destroyed. How the fuck does an OS get leaked? Somebody in the company decides, hey lads, you want a bit of free kit? Here you go! No, but in all seriousness, that you're always gonna have that. There's always gonna be some guy in the company that wants to be like any company.
Ever since at least Windows 95, as far as I believe, there's always been external people from the companies that would be employed as testers for the operating system, especially when it came time to actually develop new software for the new release of the operating system. That's why eventually over time, if you noticed through Windows 8's development, they would go from different preview names. So, for instance, later on you would get Windows Preview operating system, and then it would go to being Windows 8, I think it was Developer Preview, Windows 8 Consumer Preview, and the Windows 8 Release Preview, I think. All the way back in Windows 95, you had test releases for Windows 95, so you had the June test release, for instance. But I think it's just the same with everything else. I think Microsoft doesn't have a strict system in place when it comes to giving stuff away. So, for instance, a lot of leaked versions of Windows 95 would release where people would have had beta versions of Windows 95 floating about, and Microsoft would probably never even bother to care to ask them to give the copies back. So they would just lock in people's homes and their drawers and stuff like that, and they would just dump the ISO files online.
So Tesla's just going, ha ha, yeet, and putting it onto the internet.
But yeah, as you can see, the start screen is very primitive, I think the word is.
Unfinished.
Yeah, it's unfinished. There's no sign of the store apps being coming out yet. There's no sign of that stuff yet. All you can see on the start screen right now, there's not even a start message on the top right here. I will say though, there's a search bar. That works. Oh god, does that work?
I will say, like, you mentioned that there isn't anything from the store or whatever. They probably mightn't have conceived that yet, or if they had, they just haven't implemented it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking that initially. I think maybe they weren't thinking that at the time because they did actually design Windows 7 to act as a tablet OS, which is why the taskbar is so big compared to Windows Vista. They were actually contemplating as far back as Windows 7 to release Windows as a tablet-oriented OS as well. And there are actually tablets out there that were released for Windows 7. And there's a lot of programs for Windows 7 that are actually oriented for the tablet. For instance, the math input panel.
Yeah.
Which, if you had a stylus or something, you'd be using that to write stuff on.
I just wrote curse words on it and see how badly it could interpret my handwriting.
And then there's a journal app and a notepad. There was two versions of the sticky note apps. One for touchscreen as well. So, yeah, you can see all of the apps here are basically just default Windows apps. So you've got Windows Media Center, for instance, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, as I say, the search button, this is a search bar right here. The search bar does actually work. So let's see. So, control panel. It works, which I think is quite astonishing. And the snap feature. Now, that's another key feature I discovered looking through the wikis. The snap feature for Windows 7, which, if you notice, also pay attention to the Windows Explorer. I should have really been more in depth with this before I put the Red Pill application on, but before you enable Red Pill features, it literally looks like Windows 7. Notice how they have started to implement the ribbon interface on File Explorer right here. You know what, man? I'm actually going to share my screen for you right here. I'm going to share what I'm broadcasting through OBS. Share screen. If it allows me to, that is. The applications. Discord. Live streaming OBS. Is that OBS? Stop streaming. Let's see. Share your screen.
Technical difficulties.
They're a great time.
If you're musically inclined in the chat, remix that. Jelly Duck's probably going to take me up on that offer now, isn't he?
Right, there you go. I'll share my desktop. Can you see that?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I can now, but I didn't whenever you asked.
You're giving me a heart attack.
Well, you chose to have the heart attack, so...
Is that Clanny or someone else? No, this is a friend, Matt. Charles.
You don't know me. You don't know me.
Clanny does not sound like Matt. I can tell you that much right now. But as you can see right here on screen...
I've no idea who Clanny is, by the way, so...
Colonel Clanny?
I've seen Colonel Clanny in the chat, but I don't know who Colonel Clanny is, so...
But yeah, as you can see on your screen right here, they've already started to implement the ribbon interface. So they already had that idea as far back as Microsoft Office. Because they already had the ribbon interface with Windows Movie Maker and a lot of Windows 7 oriented programs. So this must have been a thing back in Microsoft's mind for a long time. They've only started to implement it. They've got a lot of default icons in place, of course. A lot of placeholder icons. They kind of look like loading symbols. You kind of look at them and think, is it loading something or something? But the buttons do actually work for the most part. So the menus work. Some buttons work. Icon size, you can rearrange the sizes. So yeah, for the most part, everything's working. That's actually amazes me that. I think I watched Matt's channel before. Maybe. Are you familiar with the McGinnis experiment? But this fascinates me.
If you are, I apologize.
I apologise. This fascinates me.
Math matters better. Come on.
Also, there is a primitive version of the Charms Bar. When I hit Win C, the Charms Bar appears. So you've got the it doesn't function, of course, but you can kind of see where they get an idea for the layout. It's me. I'm in the chat. Hello. What is pin? So yeah, that's all that for that account. So I'm actually going to look through the stuff right here. So
I thought immediately, as soon as I sent that, I got the "Greetings, fellow stranger" reply, and it's like, "How am I a stranger?" You should know me by now, Nightbot, you piece of shit.
That's
you, Nightbot.
that's a default thing that I implemented. Oops.
Oopsie daisy.
Oopsie daisy is right. Right, so what updates are there? Oh yeah, right, okay, yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
In this build, Microsoft has already started to implement additional features that we'll later be seeing in Windows 8 as well. Right, if I can find these through the File Explorer, that'd be very happy. So you've got the ribbon, you've got the Charms Bar, you've got the start screen. All that stuff is already there as a baseline, right? If I go into local disk, and also notice the icons are different. And notice how they display elements. So the sample pictures folder, as you can see right here, it shows a list of different stuff that's in those folders.
I always had fun with the sample pictures. Just, you know how you have those memes nowadays where it's low quality video with text over it and stupid, obviously copyrighted music with the sample pictures. I did that in 2010. Was I ahead of my time? Probably. Was I funny? Fuck no.
Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah, the task manager. Right, so if I go to Win or for a task. Right, if I right click on the taskbar, the classic Windows 7 task manager is still in here. But if I go into taskui.exe, yes please. The start of the current version of the task manager is implemented in here. Now, for
that's a big chunky boy.
It's a big chunky boy. For comparison, if you run Windows 10 right now, just go into Windows 10, go into your Windows 10 computer, and load up the task manager. And how the task manager looks in Windows 10 is how it looks in Windows 8 as well. I think there's a less features in there as well, but for the most part, it's kind of the same way. But here's a little comparison for you: the modern one and the classic one. The full icon
wants to keep me saying that's a big chunky boy. Go ahead. Please,
that's a big chunky boy.
In fact, Ricky has my. If any of you are friends with Ricky on Discord, send it to him and get him to send it to me because I have lots of usage for that sound clip.
Alright, I have just opened another program on the screen right here. Anyone familiar with the PDF reader on Windows 8? This is it, folks. This is it.
It's a box.
It's currently a box, yes, it's very primitive. Now, I do believe...
Say that again. You can fucking say that again.
So where is GLCND? GLCND.
It is gone reduced to... Okay, I'm not making that meme. I'm not making that meme.
Don't you dare. It's the PDF reader. Yes, it is, Lap. So I don't think at this point Microsoft were actually planning on... I don't think they were planning on creating the SKU yet for the Windows 8 style apps, or the what we consider now the Universal Windows apps. Alright, I'm just going to load in this PDF file that I've created specifically for this stream.
It's funny, Lap just sent, and I've just finished all my homework, and Nightbot went, please, do not spam the caps. It's like, Lamau, no. Do not spam the caps. Liz.
Oh, sorry about that, Lap.
Nightbot, do not do that. Oh, it's just... You know how when Nightbot deletes one message to give a warning, it deletes all of them? That's the one thing I don't like.
Users, is it System32? Let's see how this looks, right. So, GOCND. Right, open. So, when you open something in the Reader app, it's still blank, but there's more of a shape going on. So, this is how it looks when it's just randomly opened out of the blue. But it shows on screenshots that it does actually load stuff, so I don't know how that would work. Also, I forgot to mention, the UI, the Windows 7 UI is slightly different here as well. You can notice the X and that kind of stuff. Everything's a little bit bigger.
I thought for a minute you said, I've got dementia, and I was about to burst out laughing.
How?
Said I forgot to mention.
Oh, also, you still have the chance bar? Yes, I do. There's no way to actually close it properly. It's actually unstable.
Yeah, it's once it comes on, as far as I can remember. Yeah, once it's on, and then you have to do a bit of jiggery pokery to turn it off.
No, in the final version of Windows 8, you just click away and it goes away.
In this version of Windows 8.
Are you familiar with the development of Windows 8?
I've done my own research on it, yes.
Why did you not let me know this? You could have informed me with a lot more other stuff.
Because I didn't think it was relevant. Like, it's your video. I don't want to be taking this. Not your video, your stream. I don't want to be taking the spotlight away from you.
Anyways, but as I say, I literally invited you on here because you could give me some insight and other stuff if you knew anything, or even just talk about your opinions and stuff.
Well, I'll tell you some of my opinions. This one, out of the lot of them, is my favourite. Weirdly, and I don't have a good justification for that. Probably because it's closest to 7, and I had a good experience with 7.
Guys.
It's also because of how early on it is. Because of, they're still building off 7 and Vista. So they're deciding, okay, what do we keep? What do we change? What should we do that's different?
The shush. Let's not look at our hard work. It just gets me. It's so funny. But guys, before Matt continues on, does anyone want to see the Webcam app or the final camera application on Windows 8 in its primitive form in this build? Who wants to see it? Everyone put a one in the chat.
I thought for a minute you were gonna say, who wants to see Matt's webcam? I was gonna say, fuck off.
No. Who wants to see the Windows 8? Who wants to see the Windows 8? Wait, I still have an essay. Okay. Who wants to see the Webcam app from Windows 8 in its primitive form here? One in the chat.
May as well show it, yeah.
Alright, I've got Task Manager set to run it. Webcam! I said put one in the chat, Charles. Alright, I'll show it. Here you go! It looks... Because webcam's in lowercase, so I wonder if they were...
webcams connected to your system.
There's a web... You think. I don't think it's actually working anyways, but... You notice how the word type is lowercase? I'm kind of making my mind that if they're trying to take the elements from either Zune or this, because I think around this time when this phone was actually released around this point. So I'm not too sure, but the lowercase is kind of giving me a lot of Windows Media Center vibes. What about you?
Well, first and foremost, the fact that it's completely blank. You know. Well, I mean,
the buttons don't work.
Seeing things like this is one of the reasons why I always liked exploring prototypes of video games. I was tempted to do a series about that on the old channel as separate from the thing I do, the show, as you know. But seeing things like this in its really primitive form, it's really interesting to see just like what they changed and what they decided, okay, if they decided, okay, this doesn't work, let's see how we can fix it, or what their idea was. Now, I don't know if the webcam actually works. Most sources I've seen, or have gone on any videos of, they'd never say that the actual webcam, this app, works if you have an actual webcam attached. So I can't say for certain that it does. But it's interesting to think that they might have been testing it. You know, like if they had one in the building, in the office, they just attached up to the experimental operating system just to go, okay, does this work? Or I wonder what the quality and the latency would have been with that. Oh, hello.
Oh,
there's a box.
There's a box, but it's not doing anything.
Lads, we might be getting close here.
Let's see if it's captured anything, because look at what it's doing right here. If I hit view saved captures, it's opening up the my pictures folder. So it's obviously creating something. So anyone, if you see my webcam on the stream right now paused, it's because I've pushed the webcam over to the virtual machine. I will resume
Ricky
moving
is
in a
stuck
moment.
doing a very pensive face. Make memes from it if you want. If you don't, well,
yeah, it doesn't work. Sad. It is so sad. Right.
It is so sad.
Right. Ah!
Can you please stop dying on me, Ricky?
Is there?
Hold on a moment.
There's not a webcam app built into Windows 8, Windows 7. Right. Let me repass through this connects. Right. 4 gram? What? That's not right. Right. Deactivate. Activate. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, that didn't work. Sadly.
I'm back.
Yeah, that didn't work.
You might want to check your DMs. I thought I might as well do that, yeah. I saw the opportunity and I took it. And plus, your cam's still...
How's that?
Yeah. There we go. Somebody screenshot that, please. I still have it, obviously, but if you want your own patent-pending Ricky meme, there you go.
Oh my god. Oh, I keep forgetting to show this. Right. No flip 3D. Hang on. That's not it. Right.
I thought you were going to put the image up again. I need to show this. Show this image twice.
Right. You may notice when I hit the search screen and try to go back into the desktop, I'm welcomed with this blank grey screen. Shush, Matt. Shush.
No, fuck you.
Here's the interesting point about this. Actually, I showcased the snap feature on Windows 7 earlier. That is still in here, right? If I just move stuff to the side, the snap feature on Windows 7 works. Here's where it gets interesting. Hit start, and then go back to desktop. This blank screen is a prototype of the snap feature in the start screen.
Right.
Do you see this blue box right here? Also notice the white boxes as well. That's actually it trying to snap into places. Do you see that?
Yes.
It doesn't seem to want to snap here for whatever reason, but it's snapping here. You can see these little white boxes. That's the snap feature in Windows 8.
Yes.
That is its prototype in this build. Let's see. Any more points? Now, I don't know whether I should auto-colorization. Create a copy of a theme from Windows Resources themes. Got to go now. Sorry. All right. Take care, lap. Hope you have a good one. I will say though, I would try to get Aero theme to work on here, but I think I would actually have to move this installation of Windows 7 over, or the installation right here, to VirtualBox. I don't want to reinstall this, so sod that. But there you go for that. Now,
yes.
I'm trying to think what else to show.
Go on to Internet Explorer.
There's no point for Internet Explorer though. It's unstable in this
Go on
build.
to Internet Explorer.
Fine, since you asked so nicely. It literally It literally hangs when you start it up.
That's why I wanted you to go on to it.
Oh, the help app!
Just to show that off, because that's what it does. I think I don't know if it's an experimental version of that, but
it's because
around
the time when the 7 was still around, they would have been developing Windows IE 9. So it's still Windows. It's still IE 8, but it's been identified as IE 9, and it's causing the web browser to crash, especially when it's trying to load modern web pages. Let's see. Where's the help app? Oh, I need to search it here. Right, help. Help and support. Look at help and support.
We all need some help and support.
Internet Explorer stopped working. Getting help content. So let's see. Yeah, the help and support system is crashing on load because it's been disabled. And it says right here, you're not connected online for help. Windows help and support navigation failed.
After M2. Little developer in joke there.
Windows Help and Support navigation failed. Help and Support is undergoing major reconstruction. Around this time, navigate to content is expected to fail. Do not file bug reports for this issue. It will be resolved soon. And it's literally saying go to the Windows website for support.
Let us lament the grave of Windows Help and Support. He died as he lived trying to help others. He did a charitable cause.
Yeah.
Well, he's dead now, fuck him. Anyway,
That's it, Matt.
go on to Event Viewer.
Event Viewer.
It's in the start menu again. Alright, no, you're already on it, never mind. Or were you? Yeah, there we go.
Okay, what do you want to show me now?
Just go through it. Just show off the chat. Show a few things to the chat.
There's not a lot of stuff to show, I don't think.
No, just show it off anyway, because may as well go
Actually,
through
I lie.
as much stuff as
I
we
lie.
can.
There's additional stuff that I still need to show off, I think.
There
Okay,
is.
It's not working. Personalize. Oh, it's on Windows 7 Basic.
The themes.
Right, let's go Aero theme. Now,
Let's go through these radical themes, lads. People still use the word radical in that context. I think that was just a 90s thing, was it not?
I think so. Radical.
Radical! Did you ever have a favourite Windows 7 theme?
I liked architecture.
I customised mine. As far as I can remember... See, I remember on Windows XP I had a certain... look on that, and I was trying to remake something similar. I was trying a stock photo or an image from sci-fi, like a sci-fi background, and used the silver theme. Remember the silver theme from XP? And then I changed some of the system settings on that, so I just wanted to recreate that in Windows 7. Never got around to making it exact, but it got close enough, you know what I mean?
Did that just happen?
Yes, it did.
Log off. It just crashed on me. It's rebooted.
It does that, yeah. That's the thing with it. It throws up an error. You can't log off properly. It's not stable enough to do that properly yet.
Lock
Your best bet
PC.
is just to turn it off. Your best
Switch
bet is just
user.
to turn it off.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing,
it's
Matt. Here's the thing. It was working before when I tested it. I was going to reboot the thing. Because there's a thing that you notice on some windows like this, like the start menu and taskbar properties, where the modern Windows 8 UI is already starting to kick in here, because the buttons are flat. And literally in this build, it's so early, it's 2010, and I've noticed there's some elements where the Windows 8 UI is starting to kick in here, and I can't show it because it's not rebooting.
RIP. I mean, you can always turn it off and turn it on again.
Right, I'll force restart it. Alright, thanks, man.
I don't know why that was funny to me. It just was. Windows died on us.
No, it's not doing it now. Why does this computer make me out to be a lie? No, I would try to force a blue screen. I do have an app for that, to force a blue screen on this. There's no point though, because it just shows off the standard Windows 7 blue screen. I just heard myself.
Yeah, you did. That was my computer picking you up. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I think that should be it fixed now.
Boot a bit 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, no, it has. It's definitely picking you up. Hold on. There's no way I can fix that, by the way, so...
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Pretty much.
Put headphones on.
I can do that, but you're still gonna hear yourself. It's an internal thing.
Oh. Right, what else can I show then? Sys reset. Hang on a cotton picking minute. Winner.
No.
Shush you.
No, shush you.
You shushy.
Actually, I think I just fixed it. It's something to do with... Yeah, that's definitely something to do with if you mute...
Look
If
at
I
this!
mute the mic a certain amount of times, it'll pick you up for some reason.
I completely forgot about this. The first version of the reset feature for Windows 8 is here. Remove personal data and the factory reset settings for Windows 8 are already here in this build. Also, ISO mounting functionality. So basically, a virtual DVD drive within Windows has already been implemented in this build as well. I'm not going to try it because I don't really need to, but it's there.
It's a funny thing, right? I remember... Reminds me of the fact that... you know the time machine function in Macs that you can get? I think it's called time machine. It's now in the system preferences. It's not a thing you can access from your normal applications. You either have to go into Spotlight search and look for it, or you have to go into system preferences. It's not something you can access from the applications thing anymore. So yeah, I just thought you wanted to know that. Just thought you might be interested in that, you know.
Right, let's log off.
Ashes again.
Oh, I've not got a password on this. Right, let's try it.
Red.
Start screen, go away.
No! Don't tell him to go away. He has every right to be here. Wait, I just realised something. You're playing music in this, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have to edit that out for the video, thanks.
Fine, I'll mute everything. Make the stream a little bit boring. But, account name?
No,
account
actually don't. No, actually don't. I have a thing. I go to what... You know one of those AI sites that lets you remove music from something? Just has the voices. I use that. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. So, yeah.
Alright, let's try it. Right, log off. Ah! Hey!
No.
Put a password on it, folks. Put a password on it, folks.
It eventually worked for us. Thank you, Windows. Very cool.
No, stop showing it now. The thing makes you want to be a liar. That's what his goal is.
Yay!
Should I make me out to be a liar?
So you just go through this one prototype then, right?
I was actually planning on... I've got 3 prototypes downloaded. But I was actually contemplating doing all 3. But, since we've got time, anyone interested in me exploring another prototype build?
Of Windows 8.
Yeah. I've actually got one that's got more progress in it. It's actually closer to Windows 8. The final version.
Go to the next one up if you have that.
Right. I'd have to install
I don't know
live.
the numbers, please. I just know them by what they look like.
Right, guys. In the chat, let me know, do you want to see another prototype version of Windows 8? Matt seems interested.
Put 1 for yes. Put 1 for yes and 2 for no.
Right. 1 if you want to see another version of Windows in this stream. I have 2 additional versions. I've got build 7850 and build 7878.
So yeah. Okay. In fact,
Charles wants another build. Right then.
Oh, at least wait for Jelly to get back. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Let's do it. Right then. Let me shut down this. Right, let's power this off.
Say goodbye to this build of Windows 8.
I'll need to delete it anyways. Should I install it in VirtualBox or should I install it in VMware? Because I'm worried that if I have to install it in VMware, I won't be able to get like VMware editions installed. Right, I'll try. Right, I'll try it in VMware.
This reminds me, I think I've got like OS 8 Mac as a virtual machine that I barely do anything with. I should do something with that, I suppose.
Live stream it.
I mean, I can stream it to you in VC after if you want.
What build should I do? 7850 or 7878?
So let's do the number thing again, since apparently it hasn't caught on. 1 if you want 7850, 2 if you want 7878.
Do another dude.
Do another dude? I don't think I want to do another dude.
Oh, come on, you know you want to.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You know you want to. You know you want to, Matt. You know you want to.
I didn't want gay conversion therapy. Anyway, anyway, 7850, again, yeah, I remember 7850.
The second up though, yes.
Yeah, it's still pretty much Windows 8 with an identity crisis, so it still thinks it's Windows 7, which is fun.
Here, Charles, you like my desktop now? I've got a Windows XP Taskbar.
Windows lol taskbar. Because I kept reading it as XP. Not XP, sorry. I kept reading it as XD when I was a kid. And I don't know why.
Of course
like, XD wasn't, I mean, I started reading it as that before people turned that into a popular thing. People were still just using lol and haha at that point. XD wasn't a huge thing until, I think, 2009, if I recall correctly. Like, it wasn't a big thing I remember hearing people, or seeing people use anyway.
Right. 7878.
7878.
Does whatever a 78 does.
Steals numbers from the web. Thinks it is Windows 7. Oh no, it's 7878. Charles asks, does it support Windows 11?
What, my computer? The taskbar.
I think it means the taskbar. I think it means the taskbar. Yeah.
The taskbar add-on and the sidebar add-on, which I don't think I've actually got enabled. Yes, they work in Windows 11. Actually, speaking of the gadgets, I could actually show you off the sidebar. 7 sidebar. All right, here is my sidebar. Let's see.
Got a camouflage sidebar.
Yes, I can change it if you want.
I'm now picturing just anytime somebody mentions like they have a camouflage something, I always end up picturing, you know, the old war veterans talking about their time in Vietnam.
Theme color.
I was going through Vietnam. The enemy was in the trees. You know, it's just you can just picture the rant starting as soon as somebody mentions it or brings it up.
Right then, so I am going to settle it my way. I am going to go for the latest build I've got on my hard drive. I should actually have a later version than that. That's 7814. I've got Nitrix, that's the Linux distro. 7850.
You know what you should do? You go into the personalization settings, right?
Right.
And you should just start mucking around with those, see what people like. Create a monster machine on stream, just let people decide what you pick. Just for shits and giggles, really.
That's what I'm going to do actually. I thought I had a later build of Windows 8, with more progression put into it. I don't. I'm still in the Windows 7 zone, but there are actually things I'm going to showcase right here for build 7878. The Lorax I speak for some. Okay, I'll enable that. Right then.
I liked that. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees, and for some fucking reason they're speaking Vietnamese. I like that. I'm saving that. I need to remember that for later. That's funny.
Did I set this virtual machine to 32 gigabytes? Ah, sod it. I've got the. Do I have the space for it on this computer? Ah, almost.
Perhaps,
almost, indefinitely, almost, yes. 1,000,000%. Virtual machines. And thrice. Let me just delete this, I don't need it anymore. And clear my recycle bin. Because that's something you do.
I don't know who that was aimed at, but still. No, it's a good idea always to empty the recycle bin. Oh, by the way, for any Mac users out there, this is just... Here's a little piece of advice. Anybody who uses a Mac and is thinking of getting into using Final Cut, you're gonna want to delete the render files. Because when you're editing, it'll render stuff, and what that is pretty much anything that can't be played back immediately, so extra data or whatever, it automatically makes backups of that while you're working, and it takes up a load of space. So what you want to do, little piece of advice, you're going to want to open Spotlight search, type in movies, right? You'll get them. If you see movies folder, click on that. Go in there, whatever your Final Cut library is called, like Untitled or whatever, right click, show package contents, go and do whatever the date would be. Say, I don't know, today's date. I think it's 11/30 would be the American thing. I think it's the American date, I might be wrong about that. But you go into there, render files and high quality media, just select everything in high quality media and delete it, then empty the trash. You will be surprised with how many gigabytes that'll take up depending on how often you use that. Because, you know, you could end up with tons and tons of crap just filling up your computer, so you're going to want to handle that. That's just a little piece of advice for anybody who may or may not be in my situation. If it's not relevant, don't remember it. But if you're ever thinking of getting into it, there you go.
I was actually using Matt's little ramble about that while I was trying to remove something, because I had a program on my computer that was just refusing to shut down. So I had to force to close it from the task manager. So I was actually using that moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Retropod has a colour theme, yeah.
I think there's equivalents for other programs as well, so just keep on top of that for anybody who wants to get into video editing. Just, you know, if you have something like that going on, definitely check it, because it could be taking up a lot of space on your computer. That's probably the most useful thing I've said on this stream so far.
Oh, you're always useful. But, Charles,
I doubt that.
I will say something, though. I'll send you links to stuff, like the sidebar and the widgets and stuff. I'll send you links to those stuff in DMs when I finish the stream, right? Remind me, ping me if I forget.
Okay.
Updates.
This way. After the stream, I want to set up a VM myself. Obviously, because I'm using a Mac to do this. But we'll talk about that when we get to it. Just remind me.
Shell apps bin. Right. So, while this is working its magic, I'm going to get everyone this little thing I've been working on.
Yeah, show them that.
Now, Windows Neptune. Now, I think I've shown this once before on a stream.
You definitely showed me it. Or is this what I think it is?
Alright, this is how it looks. During the development of Windows Me and the subsequent development of Windows Neptune, they cancelled what was the Windows XP that never was. I think as the channel Major Sky 17 mentioned it as being once. Anyone ever watched that series Windows on Windows? Matt's just abandoned me.
I'm looking it up. I'm gonna need to edit that in for the video anyway. Yeah, no, it's the one from Windows on Windows. Yeah, from 9 years ago.
Yep.
9 years ago. Good God.
Don't you mean 19 years ago? Windows XP is about that age.
No, I'm talking about the video. The video's from 9 years ago.
Oh god, that's old then. That makes me feel
That's
old.
a really old bloody video. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, my finger's bleeding. Uh-oh. Anyways.
Richie has cut his finger!
No,
it's May 16th, 2012. That's how old that video is.
I was
Let's see
in high
what the most
school.
recent comment is. From 3 months ago.
So anyway, this is the activity centers from Windows Me / Windows Millennium Edition. They were removed completely in Windows Me in the final release. You remember Windows on Windows? It still goes. The channel is now just completely called Windows on Windows. The series used to be called it. The channel used to be called Major Sky 17, but the entire channel has been taken over by that series.
Yeah, that's me, Jolly. Apologies. I can't mute my system sounds, so... Big rip.
Big rip. Alright, so those are the activity centers. The reason I've shown these is because it seems as though that this might be a prototype for what would eventually become the start screen, literally 10 to 12 years later, with Windows 8. Because it's got the same philosophy as what the live tiles are like in Windows 8. The live tiles serve a similar function to the widgets. The widgets serve a similar function to the web desktop that was removed for security reasons. And this feature, the starting places, the activity centers, used the web desktop as the backing platform for it. And if you hear any noises from people saying hello or something like that, I've got guests in the house right now because I have carers in.
Yeah, alright.
But this is where that stemmed from, alright? So here's another view of that much bigger screen so you can actually see that. So you can get an idea of where it's coming from. And you've got things like recent programs and my files and folders. These features, such as the recent programs list, would end up in Windows XP as a feature in the start menu. So there's a lot of stuff that was... So Microsoft kind of likes to steal ideas from themselves and reuse them somewhere.
I mean, if you're stealing ideas from yourself, that's probably the best place you can steal them.
Yeah. I would... Imagine someone take themselves to court because they want to sue themselves because they stole their own idea. That would be the funniest thing in the world to see. Some idiot takes himself to court because they stole their own idea or something.
Microsoft taking themselves to court, that's funny.
Oh, tell me about
you
it.
know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of that meme where it's a guy and then there's a clone of him standing behind him pointing a gun at the back of his head. That's what that reminds me of.
Jelly Duck, there were, I believe there were technologies for Wi-Fi back in the 90s. It would have been very, very primitive.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of very primitive Wi-Fi type things. Getting to the internet itself was like really very, I wouldn't say more complicated, but it would require a lot more technical know-how in the 90s. Then again, Sega pioneered it twice.
Now, speaking
because
of...
you've got the Sega, I think they call it the Mega Modem in Japan, which is where games like Sonic Eraser would be able to be played. As far as I remember, you paid X amount of money to get this service. It's kind of... In fact, let me get an image of it, just for reference, just so I don't start talking out of my ass here.
Alright, I'm going to show this now. Alright, so full screen.
Okay, no, I found it. Effectively, you plugged this into your Mega Drive in the cartridge slot, and it was a modem. The name doesn't lie. It picked up a signal that we beamed out, and you could go in, play games for a short period of time. You plug it into your Mega Drive. The American equivalent there was another type thing for that, which I can't remember what the name of that was, but is the Sega Netlink, which was for the Saturn, which Jellyduck has pointed out. But no, you'd have another one for the Mega Drive was the Sega Channel, which you may or may not have heard of. Similar type concept again. You just plugged it in, and you would go in. You'd have games would be shuffled regularly, so you'd have to go into different menus to play certain games for X amount of time. I remember Game Hut did a video about how Sonic 3D Blast had a version for the Sega Channel, and it was so large it had to be split in half. So you would download one part to play one half of the game, and then you'd download the other half. However, you couldn't add the data that you'd already saved in one half to the other one, because no, you just couldn't do that. There wasn't the right technology for that at the time, but yeah, that was around for quite a while. In fact, I'm fairly sure they kept going longer than the Mega Drive lasted, though I'm not going to... I'm going to double check that just to make sure. It launched in 1994 and it lasted until 98, so it did outlast the Mega Drive, which is an achievement.
Bloody hell, I've lost this. Right. Open file location, there we go. Right. Anyways, guys, I was going to show you this before Batch Ramble. But
Thanks for labeling it as a ramble, because I was trying to be educational, but thanks.
The educational ramble! I actually thought it was quite interesting, to be fair, I'm not lying. But, anyways, but... getting a bit sidetracked. I built this little program to imitate this little starting places feature, or the basic general activity center in Windows Me / Windows Neptune. And I kind of did it in my own little way, so it's kind of meant to be a kind of desktop replacement kind of interface kind of thing.
Yeah, I thought it was just a markup you showed me. I thought it was just a markup you showed me. I didn't know you'd actually made it into a program.
No, it does actually exist. That's why it says I want to rebuild it sometime.
Well, that's it then.
Alright, I've got two versions. I've got a basic version and I've got an advanced version. Because stupid me, 5 years ago, thought I could sell this to make money from it.
Nah.
No.
Nah, we were all naive 5 years ago.
Alright, so here's the basic version. I believe, because there's two different both versions are just clones. Because I built the basic version and just copied the project to make the advanced version. The advanced version has got additional contents. We're going to be making a lot of Visual Basic OSs. Now, this is Full Blast. This is Delcom Full Blast.
Delcom.
Delcom. My old software brands. But here is the interface right here, right? So you've got a whole list of applications that are built into the interface. And I was actually planning eventually to build it in a way where you can actually... It could have some kind of like IDE in it, so you can actually build apps for it, but they'd be mostly web-based. And it does kind of work, but because of how dated it is, it's dated itself because it runs through Internet Explorer. Because a lot of these apps are web-based apps, so you can kind of tell they're going to be quite dodgy.
App.
Yes, there's a custom application which you can actually customize. You can't now customize the icon because at the time I didn't know how to implement that as a feature. But as you can see right here, this is the front screen. I was actually going to plan to implement it later on a little kind of like notepad area, and you can have an option in settings to customize that with notepad. So they've got two notepads. Can't remember where the notepad is. I think it's actually because it's a premium feature, so I put it as part of the advanced version. But here, there's a help app, which is primitive, but I designed this.
Yeah.
But
I think this is really cool, though. I think this is really cool.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously, I wouldn't know how to do this, so I can't, say anything about that. But like, genuinely, I just like the idea that you sat down one day and went, "I'm gonna make something like this because it looks great."
I'm actually shocked. Actually, I didn't even realise I started to implement the coding for the help area. It's still got stuff on it. It was a plan eventually later on to mimic how it looked on old versions of Windows, where the help feature would actually be a HTML based document kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I was actually, because I learnt a little bit of HTML in college, I was going to use that and rebuild the help app using HTML for the most part. So each help page would be a HTML document. But I cannot. I am actually sure that I actually programmed this. So if you click page 3, page 4, it tells you what page you're at. And I completely forgot I programmed this. So I'm shocked by that. So it says, thank you for downloading Delcom Full Blast, a full free application that replaces the Windows desktop with built applications to match. I am completely sure that I built this.
It looks great.
Alright, so there's base applications. As I say, there's a notepad in the premium version. I'll take a look at the premium version later.
I like that the YouTube thing has broadcast yourself. I missed that tagline. Like, I remember seeing that so much growing up, and I thought, I want to be a YouTuber after seeing that. If I would know that the platform was going to be like this all these years later, I wouldn't have done it.
Oh.
There you go.
So here's the about section. It says
617.
Aye, 2617. Aye, because every time I added something to it, I would implement it by a certain system. I had a system in place for how the build number would work. If there was a minor thing, it would be the last 2 digits. If it was a major thing, it would be the first 2 digits.
Right.
So that's how the build number came in play. Because, like you see, I've built quite a lot of it so far. So it's quite a high build number. So
Charles has put something in the chat here. I'm going to read that out. It says, if you decide to remake it, there's a thing you can get from Nougat or Nougat. I don't know.
I've taken a look at that, Charles. Yes. I've got that installed, but I believe it's premium. But
yes, he did make it, Jolly Duck.
Yeah, I made this Jelly Duck. So there's quick links. I was actually planning later on to make this so it actually works like the recent programs feature in the activity centers and the start menu, where these would change the frequency that you use them. But as I say, my coding knowledge is actually not as good as you may think. So I never got to implement that feature. But there's a lot of quick links to the settings feature, which is the settings is actually quite primitive. But here's the settings app. So you've got accent color, my profile, and custom app. So the custom app is this. I got this idea for the custom apps based on, as I said, the activity centers, because you could customize some of the apps that are listed in the starting places area. So if we go back onto that, Windows Activity Centers. Right, so here, open image, a new tab. Where did that just go? Right, I'm just going to close this. So this is how it looks, right? And if you go customize this page, you can actually customize all of these elements right here. So the app name and the tagline. So that's where I got the idea for customizing apps. So there's a lot of default applications, but there's going to be a bunch of customizable apps. And I was actually going to make it so that if you customize that, you can also customize the icon for it as well. I never got to implement that feature because I didn't know how. But go back to the settings, and there are 7 different choices for accent color. So this was designed in a way to kind of be a combination of the activity centers in Windows Neptune/me and the Windows 8 UI, which is why it's all square shaped and it's got the Seagull UI font type. But I'm going to pretend right now that there's someone in this live stream that is using this right now and is they would choose the different choices. But there's several different choices right here. So as you click through them, I do apologise if this is quite bright. So I do apologise if it hurts anyone's eyes. But as you can see right here, the thing automatically changes. You have to hit save to make sure that it changes save.
Yeah, go with that one because it would be on brand for you.
It'd be on brand for me.
Well, I mean, yeah, because your whole thing's red, so... For fuck's sake. At least call it quad. There we go. Surprise, you're one of the first people that spelled it right.
There we go. Hello, Quad Matter.
Hello!
Just so it's more visually appealing, I'm going to switch it to red so it's not as eye hurt on the eyes. You can make a Tumblr app.
He says as he changes it to blue.
Is that...
I'm gonna go with red, and then you changed it to blue.
Okay, I'll go for that then. As I said, the red kind of it's a little bit bright, but we can go for that. So notice
Doesn't look too bad on my screen.
Now, I was wanting to ask, what do you think of the thing in the corner? So it says in uppercase, hello, and then in bigger text, your name.
I think that looks nice.
Because, as I say, I was wanting to mimic a lot of Microsoft-based products, including the action centers and that kind of stuff. And I was initially going to plan this, build this to have a music center or a music app, and some other media stuff.
Whoa, your mic just fed back on my end. That's... whoa.
Oops.
Whoa. It just went... Ooh. I don't think I was intentional, but God, okay.
I'm sorry.
That happened.
But let's just take a look at what the custom app does. You can only barely see it behind my overlay, but look at what it does. So it says customize app, and this is a custom application, right? We're going to the custom application, which is a quick link here, right? And I'm just going to say
Ricky's Dank Riv. Okay, just go with Charles Studios then. For reasons.
It's also got a limit on how many characters are allowed. And I would change the web app URL, but
blank.com.
Blank.com, yeah. It's
actually just put, I don't know, but like ismycomputeron.com. Which is an actual website, by the way. So if you want to check that out, do it in a separate tab.
Right. Ismycomputeron.com. That'd be something that Charles would send me, I think. Yes. There we go.
There is an equivalent as well. Ismycomputeronfire.com.
There we go. Custom app, Charles Studios. There's your shout out, Charles. How do you like that? That crashed it. Yeah, because Adobe's Flash Player apps no longer work. If I try to run them, they crash this program because I've got a lot of them implemented onto this. So that's annoying. Aha! It works. Look at that. Look at that.
Yay! Oh, it works.
I'm about to go. It's 12 AM. Alright, take care, Jelly Duck. I hope you have a wonderful night. 21:11. And I love the clock feature. You can't really see it, but it's a nice little simple clock I've got. Chelsea is my own name. I accidentally stole from someone with 1,000 subs. Also, if you pay attention in the corner, well, I do apologize.
It's small.
I can. My brain just completely crashed on me right there. I really do apologize for that, Charles. But there you go. They got a shout out. Also, if you notice, next to the close button, which I was going to add an X to it, but decided just to keep it that way during development. You'll notice there's a little icon that says setup. That'll take you straight to the custom settings feature. So you can close that and go back onto it. So I'm implementing some buttons to the title bar as well. Also notice how the title bar changes based on the app name as well. So there you go. I would actually plan later on to implement additional features that would allow you to change the look of the title bar as well to make it either black or grey, that kind of stuff.
Goodbye, Quad Mutter. Wrecked.
Ricky Mutter.
Ricky Mutter!
I'm actually planning on rebuilding this in the future, and one of the things I've planned on doing is implementing that notepad feature as I was concerned on the sidebar right here, but also trying to implement an icon feature where you can actually choose your own custom icons to use next to your name. But I'm going to find out how to do that properly. I've got some ideas for it. I think you should show Venice Desktop. I'm sure that is an episode of EOS, but I could actually, yeah. But there's 5 different versions. I'm not sure which version to choose from because I rebuilt it like 3 times. But there you go. I'm going to end the session right now. I'm going to showcase the advanced version, which has 2 or 3 additional features on it. So here is the update, as it's referred to in project settings. Right, so my project...
you make it on the same day, or is this from a different...
It's meant to be a sister project.
Hello, username.
Yep. So here you go. So it's got additional features. You've got a note keep app.
Note keep.
This
is the title. Write something here.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's actually a hidden button somewhere that you click on, and it actually resets it to this. So if you were to write a whole document, to just scrap it completely, you would hit an invisible button right here. I think it's supposed to say clear or something.
Did you implement it, or?
I implemented this, yeah. I didn't implement the button on this particular project,
right.
but I did do it on a test project because I was trying to see if I could get it to work. But the button exists, but it's hidden somewhere. I think it's actually next to the save
here,
button.
but we don't know.
Yeah, so if I was just to, do that, and copy and paste. There's actually a right-click menu that's implemented onto this, but it's actually disabled. Because I was actually going to add a drag and drop functionality and also right-click functionality, so you could copy stuff from the Windows clipboard onto this. Never got the chance to do it though, and I was actually planning to add additional pages to the Note Keep app. So there's like one thing you can change. You can have like multiple of them, but we'll see what happens if I do decide to rebuild this. And in this version of Full Blast, which is the premium version, as I was going to call it at the time, there's 3 custom apps instead of 1. So the help app is disabled because it's actually not implemented in this version, because I actually worked on it on the basic version. I was going to just port the code over. Never got a chance to do that, as I say. So, and you can also see it's quite buggy as well. Like the front screen, this is what this is called. This is called the front screen.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the settings enabled for it, so it's showing the teal settings, but the color settings for the front screen is not showing for some reason, which is a bit annoying. But if I go into settings, another hidden feature on the settings app on the advanced version is actually a way to customize the clock. There's actually a hidden button here that allows you to customize the clock. Not implemented. As I say, it doesn't function.
Hidden, though?
Huh?
It's gotta be hidden though.
I had it because I was still working on it at the time. It's here, but the way I've implemented it means that it will not show up unless I was to re-enable it through a button click in Visual Studio. So I'll just do the same right here as I did for the previous one. Actually, I'm not going to do this. I am going to do this instead. And there's up to 12 characters you can choose from for the name. So it's restricted because of the way it's designed. Because if I was to make this too long, the name would cut off. So I want to make it look as nice as possible. So especially when it comes to the custom app feature, and the tagline for the custom apps, they're limited in how much text you can add to them. So if I just do this instead, and just save that. Also, in this version, I've added a button that says Show App on it, and that will jump you straight to the app so you can actually preview in real time the changes you've done after you hit save. So you can actually see the changes you've done. So if you, for instance, you're like, oh, there's no Tumblr on this thing. So let me go into app 3 or app 1 and just say, what is it? What app is this? Is it Tumblr? You can see it in real time with the settings being changed. Thanks for all your shares, Ricky. You are welcome, Charles. Thanks for being in the stream. I do appreciate it. This is my way of showing appreciation. And also, quick question: how do you feel about this implementation of this thing right here? Instead of because there's different layers to the settings app right here. Because this is a separate screen within the settings home. This is settings home. This is the custom apps screen. What do you think of me adding this little button that says settings home right here? Does that seem easy? Does that seem intuitive at all?
I mean, it would make sense, but I don't think it would be easy because, I mean, I can't code for shit, so...
No, I mean, like, as a user standpoint, does this seem... Would you get this?
Probably, yes.
Fair.
I would space the buttons out, though. So you have settings and then a bit of space and then home. In the top bar when you're in the when you're in one of the sub menus. See, because I think they're a bit too close together. Settings and home buttons.
Oh no, settings home is the name of the page.
Oh right, no, I thought. All right, okay.
It's the home page of the settings app.
All right, okay. Well, I would then just have settings. I just use settings for that. Because settings home implies settings and home part.
Yeah, that
makes
sense,
it look like two buttons. Yeah.
What can I call that instead then? Settings front? Or not? Don't know.
Don't know.
But yeah, as I said, there's. I would enable that, but I can't really do that right now for some reason because Visual Studio is not installed. Because I tried to install it, it wouldn't install, which is a bit annoying. The only reason I'm able to run this is because this is already a compiled build of this program that I can run.
Right.
But I'm going to try later on to see about this. Oh, I forgot I did this. Oh my god. Right. When you customize an app, pay attention to what happens. So the app name or the app title. I'm just going to set. I've got a Sonic Plus right here. I'm just going to name the app after him. Right. So Sonic. I'm going to hit save. Now, if I was, as I said, if I was to re-implement this or rebuild this, I would make it so that when you hit a button, because a lot of these are just like words. They're not like actual buttons. They're just text boxes. I would make it so when you hit a button, you get some kind of feedback in the form of it changing, saying that. So this button says save. You hit that. I would plan to change that so that you hit the button. It would say saved to kind of give you haptic feedback that it's done something. So that's.
If you have saved, do you want to have a thing? Are you gonna have a thing beside it which says undo or something like that, just in case you want to change it?
I could do actually. That's actually a good idea. I could maybe just put a revert icon next to it.
Yeah.
Because I've done that for as I say, I was planning. As I say, I've done that for the Notepad app. As I say, it's not actually showing the button isn't enabled, but the button should be there as far as I believe. I'm actually being able to say self-conscious right now. I'm not sure if I actually did or not if I'm making that up, but I'm pretty sure I remember adding that button in. But that's something I would do. I would try to add some haptic feedback to this if I was to rebuild it, as I say. So you hit a button, it will change to show that something's happened. So so for instance, a save button, it will change to saying saved. Alright, so that's
Right.
that. Right, so that's not saved. Save. I wonder if you close it, go back into it. Right. Oh, there you go. It's changed. So custom map 2 is Ghost Sonic. So the title will be used to show you what you've currently got that custom map under, because it can be quite confusing because it just says custom map 1, custom map 1, custom map 2, custom map 3. I did figure during the development of that it should get quite confusing because you lose track of what version you're working on, kind of thing. So I made it so that the tagline of each custom application within the settings app would show you what you've named it. So I completely forgot I did that, but I'm proud of myself for doing that because that's actually a really handy feature. I'm so proud of myself. So there you go. But yeah, I would really love to re-implement this later on. But yeah, that channel was that web browser feature. I've forgotten what you called it now. Just had inspiration to combine a Venice desktop type OS and a Windows start screen to make.
What is a Venus desktop?
Huh?
What is Venus desktop?
Oh, that's another project that I worked on. I actually showcased that as an episode of Exploring Other Systems.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
I'll show you if you like.
Nah, watch it in one of the videos.
Because there's like 5 or 6 different versions.
Could you show me one then?
Alright.
Again, it depends on how long you're streaming for.
Extra stuff.
Extra stuff.
Go away. Right, there we go. Right. Venice desktop. This is just a random. I'm not sure what version this is, but this is a random version that I'm choosing from. So this is Venice desktop. Did you hear that chime?
No.
Ah. Here you go. So our first boot.
Venice.
Program launcher. And a little icon kind of thing. This is actually based on Windows 3.1. It's based on a parody that someone made in PowerPoint. That I initially called it after that. It was meant to be called Pluto Desktop.
You just called it Venus.
Or was it Pluto Microsoft Pluto or something like that? I can't remember. It was something code named Pluto. But
Reminds me of the fake one I made when we were chatting in DMs, OS Andromeda.
yeah.
I think I still have that somewhere.
But I realised during the development of, cause as I said, that was actually something I was wanting to remake, just as a shout out to the guy, because I liked how it looked, kind of thing. So I was going to try and remake it in Visual Studio, because that was one of the things I was planning on doing. That was a goal that I set for myself. But I realised during development that there were limitations compared to PowerPoint that you can't do with Visual Studio, at least when it comes to my technical expertise. So there was a lot of stuff that I changed, and I realised it changed so much that it's probably its own little thing. So I just decided to give it a new name, and I gave it a custom icon. So the icon is completely different, and the name is different. Oddman360. Is that the guy who made that Pluto OS thing? PowerPoint OS. Pluto.
I'll be right back, Ricky.
That's it. Alright, nobody's mad. That's it. There we go. Wooden Pluto. I made it more of a proper functioning thing. Here it's not exactly functioning, and the web browser's kind of fake. I made it more kind of realistic. And the web browser is actually made to look more like Internet Explorer 6, I think, in terms of design. And you've got a calendar and certain features as well. So right click features, there's even a run command feature. So the program launcher is meant to be the start menu of this little thing. But this thing also has its own set of custom applications as well. The Paintbrush app I'm not proud of producing because it's so limited, but I built it with stuff I knew at the time. There were so many choices of colours, but the only way you could actually save what you did was to take a screenshot of it, which would be quite awkward. And it's quite
Why?
limited because I didn't know how to implement a save feature.
Also, yes, I'm back. Hello.
Welcome back. But yes, I didn't know at the time how to implement a save feature. So the only way you could actually save what you did through this was to screenshot it, basically, which is a little bit annoying. But here you go. This is Web Explorer. And I did also build Web Explorer as its own separate app as well, which is why it's called Venice Edition right here. And in the control panel, which is it's only got 2 settings right here, which I think that actually I might need like 5 or 6. There's actually a version of this where I added a feature where you can actually customize the menu bar on most of the stuff as well, so you can make it yellow or green or something like that. Oh, there it's here! I'm going, I think I made it. I didn't realise I made it, but here it is. There you go. So it does actually exist. So here is the desktop background. You can hide the wallpaper. There was only one wallpaper in this entire thing, and that is the logo. I wish I made more though, but I can make it yellow as well. Actually, if I was to have a Windows 2000 computer right here, right now, I would have the menu bars set to yellow, just because I like that for some reason. But there you go, you can tell it's still being built because I've got like 3 different elements right here that says change menu colours. It's got a lot of Windows 2000 sound effects on it as well. Got a calculator with a help feature, which is buggy for some reason.
I love the error message that shows up when you have a calculator.
Yep. So here
It's
is
like, can I help, Mr. Calculator? No.
So here is the help and tips feature, and there's a bunch of other stuff as well. There's even a quick tips thing right here. You can access just by right clicking.
Hey, howdy, hey! It's the Quick Tip Show with your host Ricky. Ricky of the channel, what is your wisdom?
My wisdom is eat more cabbage.
I thought the cabbage were our enemies, sir.
Good point. Eat more things.
This video is brought to you by Manscaped. I was gonna say Squarespace, but I thought what was the funnier one of Manscaped came to mind. Because here's the thing, right? A lot of time videos get sponsored by that. It's probably the most innocent video, and then you see an advert from them, and it's like, wait, why are they sponsoring this? You know what I mean? So it's like, I think it's Tetrabit Gaming. It was a video he did on the cut content of a Mario Party, and there's a Manscaped ad, and I was like going, like, I know you have to make money, but what do Manscaped and Mario have in common? Like, you know what I mean? It's a very strange choice of sponsor for that one video, you know what I mean?
Right, so this is me literally going on to it now. Cabbage is kind of tasty. Well, fair enough. I like fried cabbage. Don't know if you've ever tried that. But alright, this is now me installing a Windows 8 version 7878. After that whole ramble, the whole spiel of my software works, which again, I am actually planning on rebuilding at least Full Blast. I will probably be renaming it because I find it's quite a corny name. It's funny because the code name for it was actually a full screen, because it was a full screen application. My imagination is just wild into it. Oh my god. Charles. Okay. What the hell?
I remember that. Okay, here's my question, right? When can we expect Ricky to get sponsored by Manscaped?
And not the short-term future, I'll tell you that much.
Charles, go on to Twitter, right? Go to the Manscaped account.
Oh my god, no.
I'm joking. Is this going to become the running joke of the stream? Because if it is, I don't mind. Manscaped, yeah.
Oh my god. I'm always looking for new memes for this stream.
You've given me
Chad, have you seen
inspiration
this
for
yet?
a Metro-style DE for Windows. I thought you were going to say a Manscaped-style DE for Windows. I was going to go for fuck's sake.
Give me a Metro style DE.
Why is it hung on the starting Windows screen?
Oh my god, it's not halting, is it? Ah! Oh,
Well...
It's captured my mouse, fuck. Control. Alt. Delete.
Control-Alt-Del. It'll get you out of everything, guaranteed.
Right, let's try this again.
Well, unless you're using a Mac, which it's Command-Option-Escape.
Why did you delete your Twitter account, Charles?
I mean, Twitter's a terrible platform.
True.
It's just we use it, we make it better.
Fun fact for you, Matt. The CEO is stepping down.
Ooh, Jack?
Mm-hmm. Jack Dorsey, I think his name is.
Thank God. It's hung again. Fuck's sake, come on, Wendy's.
Wendy's. Right.
That's literally what the local term for Windows is. I have to force myself to say it because it's either Wendy's or Windows. Some people call it.
Right, let's try see. That's 7814. Let's remove this. Right, let's try this. I don't know why I just didn't like it really. Oh, fair enough. 7878. I like how the build number is not like 7878. It's like it's not making its mind
If it
up.
was 4 7s, I'd be happy because. Here's a weird thing, right? I think this might just be me. It's like this weird sort of recurring pattern. Everything I do, or everything I'm involved in, has always got something to do with the number 7. I don't know why. Like, obviously there's this one. The builds were 7814 and 7878. My favourite TV programme at the minute is Blake 7. I was born in the 7th month in the year. Like, is there
A meaning to it?
He just activated on my end there. That's funny. No, but is there some sort of recurring pattern? Is this deliberate? I don't. Well, I mean, obviously it's not deliberate, but like,
Oh,
you know, it's
hello.
It's more than a little bit odd.
And we're all,
That was a fast.
we're already.
Hey, there we go. And Windows 7 now. It's another 7 to add to the list. I hope somebody's keeping track.
Yeah. Oh, I've got the right ISO.
Setup is.
Oh, I've got the right ISO. Aye, 7878.
Setup is. Wait, hold on. Can you move the thing out of the way? Or can you? Because I just want to screenshot window setup is. I just think that's funny. Or no, wait. I'm gonna be editing this after, so. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Byte of 87, yes.
The bit of 87.
Yes, Charles.
Don't you mean 78? Don't you mean the bit of A78?
Hey.
HYF8J. Charles, what were you saying earlier on about a DE? What does DE stand for, if I can ask? BRMY CM7 4 Joy RP roleplay KF
Don't stop
PW
role playing on me right now.
487. Please let it work. Please let it work. Ow, my fingers hurt. Stop clapping. Work.
What did you do to your finger, by the way? How did he hurt you?
I've actually got 2 injuries on my hand. They've disappeared. What the hell? Oh no, it's my thumb.
Wait,
On my thumb, I've got a chapped skin.
Right.
It's not really broken, which and it's freaking painful as well. And on the side of my nail, I've got this weird. I don't know what's going on right here, but it's like an infection. I think it's actually quite swollen, so I think it's an infection, which hopefully it's not. But yeah, I saw a thing hanging out, so I pulled it away, and it was bleeding. It freaking hurt. It's for desktop environment, but I made a shell replacement since it's not I'm not a Linux user. Fair enough. I mean, if you built that, Charles, I would love to see that. I'm not going to be showcasing when I reboot Explorer Operating System. I'm not actually planning on showcasing either Visual Studio or PowerPoint based quote-unquote operating systems. I'm going to be doing real ones, and maybe programs for Windows, for instance. For instance, I'm going to be running hopefully going to be running the episode where I'm going to be showcasing the sidebar and the retro bar kind of stuff and its own thing. But for now, it might change. It's subject to change right now, but I won't be doing at least PowerPoint operating systems. But I will maybe do Visual Studio stuff. I'm not too sure yet. But we will find out. I am on the right one, ain't I? Yeah, 7878. But as I say, Charles, if you do get onto that as a project, I will love to see that. And if you want me to test it as well, I am always happy to. I may actually live stream myself actually rebuilding Full Blast, if that's something that people are interested in. Still, I want a better name for it though. Oh, here we go. Right, custom install, boom. Alright, and I do believe that box experience is more closer in terms of Windows 8 than anything else, so we'll find out. Are you there?
Yeah, I am. I just don't have anything to say.
Are you there, sir? Are you there? Are you there? Ho ho!
My name's not Yo Ho Ho. I think you're looking at the wrong guy.
Oh my god.
I'm just waiting forever. I'm just participating in the stream until it ends so I can download this epicness.
You're meant to download the previous
highlights
ones.
from just this one, or do you want me to do all the other ones in one big video? Because I don't mind.
I mean, I wouldn't mind you doing highlights of each individual stream as individual ones. And I thought you were going to
be uploading it to one of your channels, or I just moved something on my desk there. If you're wondering what that noise was.
All right, no worries.
Because I don't know how loud that was, so
the casual animation stream, the one of the Roblox streams, and the creating logos stream. Because you said there was a lot of funny stuff in those streams.
There was, yeah. Are you going to be putting it on your own? Are you going to be putting it on one of your channels?
The highlights, yes, if you can actually edit them together, I will probably put them on the main channel.
Alright.
But if you're going to make a highlights reel of the streams, I would rather you did one stream per video, if that was okay.
That's fair.
What you saying, Charles? Also, until I can find out how to populate a pre-installed apps, I'm probably going to use a similar thing to your full screen and have you add an exe location. Well, I discovered this thing recently, which has been a thing for a long while, but PWA apps, or progressive web applications. I was planning on doing something similar to that, where you could manually install apps for the full blast experience. The full blast experience. Oh, I definitely want to rename it to something better than that. It just sounds so freaking corny. But you can actually install them through that and manually add them in, because, as I say, it's easy to custom.
Starting.
Set up is starting. Because the thing about Full Blast is you can, as well as any other web browser, if you have offline web pages, you could actually run offline content. So it would just be a quick install. So just put stuff into the Full Blast folder, or the folder where Full Blast is located, and then just mount the index page, the front index page, as the main page for the launch pad for that app. It'll be a little tedious, but it works. So if I was to implement it that way, that could be a thing. But the thing is, I only know HTML code, I only know CSS. I'm not good with JavaScript, for instance, so it could be a thing, I don't know. But even then, I want to try and see if I can get that C# thing working, because Internet Explorer is just a crapshoot when it comes to Visual Studio. If Microsoft, I don't. All right, see when you come back. But one thing I really get annoyed with Microsoft about is, I'm a bit rambling right now, but one of the things that really annoys me about Microsoft right now is they're discontinuing Internet Explorer. They're going to be dropping support for it next year, I think it is. But they've not added anything to Visual Studio. Visual Studio, still has the Internet Explorer client. So Microsoft really want to actually do something, I might have a mix of Windows apps added manually and custom apps made only for the shell. That would be quite cool, and that would be a bit more expertly put together than what I'm capable of doing. C# is also for BB. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah. I need to try and see how that works though. So maybe you could teach me how to do that. I don't know. Right. PC name. I'm sorry, Matt. I think Visual 2022 IE was replaced with Microsoft Edge. Oh, really? That's cool. Is it the Microsoft Edge HTML engine, or is it Chromium? Matt's just taking over this computer now. I'm just going to watch my screen for a second. I cannot make up my mind if that said Microsoft Developer Preview or something like that on the screen. I completely missed that. I thought this version of the OS wasn't time bombed. That's what it says. It says Microsoft Confidential. Ask me later. Windows activation. Okay. Something seems a bit weird with this build. I will say that I have not tested this build yet. Alright, I'm going to make that transparent right now. I need to USB, connect to the virtual machine. Are you alright? The computer made a noise. I don't mind teaching you C#, it's fairly simple. I mean, it might be actually, it might be more surprising than I'm thinking, but it's actually been quite a while since I've actually worked with Visual Studio, so There's a lot of stuff I forgot, but it's like one of those things where you know, riding a bike and that kind of stuff, I might remember it as I go, but there's a lot of stuff I think I've forgotten about it, kind of thing. Alright, so this is the Windows 7's taskbar, but it's meant to be Windows 8. No, doesn't exist yet, so everything is still red locked, or red pilled. Alright, so should I show anything before I red lock everything? I'm not too sure. Windows Media Center is still in this build, which is interesting. The only thing that's baked into it out of the box is the user profile in the corner. They can't exist at the same time. But yeah, but the user icon profile here. Okay, they've got the genuine center. This previous version of Windows expired. What do you mean expired? Is it time bombed? I thought this version wasn't time bombed. Alright, let us boot back into this. A bit off topic, but they redesigned paint for Windows 11 and it looks so crappy. Wait, they redesigned paint for... The last time I took a look at it, it was literally just the same, but the thing is, 3D paint and paint would both get uninstalled if you were to uninstall one of them, I believe. I didn't know that completely rebuilt paint for Windows 11. Let's see how it looks actually. You got me curious. Windows 11 paint. It looks okay, but I mean, I guess it does its job, I suppose. Right, let's see. So, yep, when we boot back into Windows now, this time round, and then it backgammon, the start screen is more colourful. And there's no longer... Oh, hello. That's an interesting point, actually. If I... the snap feature is still here. I'm going to send you a screenshot in DMs. So that's the snap feature, that's still here. Shh, let's not make our hard work. Where's the... That rubbish in the corner has completely disappeared. Strange. It's still addressing the start screen as a, or the start menu as a an app in Task Manager. I think it's quite funny. Right, so let's take a look at some new features added in this build. So, yeah, so it uses a lot of Arial font in the surrounding build. Language bar. The new language bar is mostly broken in this build and only works for rare occasions. Speaking of language bar then, let's show it. So address, where's the language bar? Language bar. Show the language bar. Right, let's see what you're sharing. On Google, Limo. So I'm not going to worry about the gadgets because I do believe that they are quite buggy in this build. That actually caused the VM to crash on me. Happens, log off. Do not sign back in. Oh, there you go. Now, I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to set a password for this Mac guy. This Mac guy. Let's see, create a password for your account. 1234, 1234. Right, so let me log off. Is it going to ask me for a password? Oh yes, it does. This UI seems familiar, and it's not because it looks like that from Windows 8. I think I've seen this in a Windows 7 build before. Could be wrong though. File search. So there's more contents in this little menu right here. Let's just pick something random in an Explorer. So you're already starting to get the baseline of the start menu here. I don't know if this is similar to a previous build, but you've got smaller icons in search, but it's still the basic start menu. But I think they're starting to implement both the separate start and app screens. Search and applications, file search. Oh, that seems a little bit buggy. Oh no. Shit. File search. Oh, there we go. It actually searches for files as well. Huh. As I say, it's very basic because they're still trying to work on it at this point. But yeah, that's actually quite cool. It doesn't close though. The close button doesn't work. That's helpful. I know the search screen is buggy. Oh my god. The ISCSI is not really required to be started for function correctly. What is that? Oh no, the start screen is broken. It's only got I want to have this screen now. What the hell? Oh, for God's sake! Why is it come back with the search screen? The heck? Oh, bollocks. Oh, Explorer crashed. Oh my god. Who says this stream isn't funny? Hey, the search is full screen again. There you go. What is IC? What is this program about? Oh my god. That was funny. Wait, so there's no Did I see the full screen version of this in settings or something? A pattern login. Enroll pattern login. So HQ local machine. I wonder if I should enable the pattern login thing. It does really function anyways. take a look at it. Certain visual elements in MSC snaps in, such as service C, ADO, RIP, exactly. Attempting to select the network type resulting from network crashes, bugs. Let's see. Right, let's try this, right? Let's go into... Bloody hell. Reg edit, that's it. Reg edit. Yes, please. So H key, local machine. Software, Microsoft. Windows. Windows. Current version. If you set enable pattern log, enable pattern log on. Task UI? Themes. That's an interesting point actually. Let me just take a look at some of the themes first. Are there any changes? At all? Notice how Windows Classic's no longer there. It's basically just a... Oh! Oh, Windows Explorer not working. Oh my god. I should not have done that. Hang on, it stops it from working? I mean, it kinda works, this, but it really just causes it to go all buggy, so let me just bring it back to this. Oh, it crashed again! The hell? Okay, so where... If you set enable pattern log on for internal testing, I can't seem to find it. I might have to add it myself, and I don't really trust myself to do that. Change the personalization. Oh yeah, I've only just read that. Yeah, it says right here, changing personalization options may occasionally crash Explorer. This is caused by input special data and can be searched by replacing the file with a copy from build 7875. Buggies, exactly. Desktop Window Manager, Windows Basic and High Contrast settings do not afford the render due to the enforcement of DWM. Messages shown when the setup is starting or restarting the computer are cut off. Interesting. Let's actually see about doing that. Right. Let me just throw Control Delete into the virtual machine. Oh my god, it's black! They've removed the Windows 7 logon at this point. I actually kind of like that design actually. The big icon. I wonder what Matt's up to. But yeah, I like how it's blank, but I'm not sure if that's intentional or if that's a bug. Let me log back in, right? Control Delete. Ah, I did it. Oops. Change password, switch user, start Taskman. Actually, throw it into the virtual machine. Let us restart it and see if there's any crash that goes on. Actually, boots up quite quick. That's actually quite odd. Although I do believe you can customize the wallpaper for the logon screen though. New features: File Explorer history feature, the modern setup client, first introducing a progress bar. Got to go in half an hour. I'm going to continue watching. Just let me know since I might start on the shell replacement. Oh, nice. Fair enough. Windows Easy Transfer. So there doesn't be a lot to show with this build. That's quite sad. Let's see. Eat the bird. Enable. Right. A new autoplay dialogue has been added. Is there now? Nope, it still seems to show the same one. Hang on, right click on a tile now shows several menu options. Right, let's see this. Oh, so it does! You can't resize it though. Pin to taskbar. Don't have a program associated with it performing this action. Pin to taskbar? No. Oh, so there's baseline features on this right now. So move to other view. What does that do? It's still static, so they're probably still trying to build stuff. Let's see. That's the sticky notes. Oh, it did open. Right. Solitaire maybe? Pin? No. Move to other view, open file location. No, it doesn't work. Run as admin? Nope, doesn't work. You've been moved with my mouse to the darkest of dungeons, my second screen. Dun dun dun. So the right click menu does work, but it's not very functional, I don't think. Installation. What's happened to the wallpaper? Lock. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Fair enough. Right, so I like how no other wallpapers are working right now. Wow. Right. If we go into File Explorer, let's see that. So not a lot of icons have been edited at all. Fair enough. Right. Let's go into here. Right. So that still works. Right click. So is this a background? No. So they're not really forcing that wallpaper on. I don't know if that's doing something or anything, but yeah, it would seem based on this build that if you customize the desktop background, it will also be shown on the logon screen as well. Interesting. Minesweeper. Oh, come on. That still works. What else is there to work on? Gallery. Metro login screen, so basically that's the same way. New progress bar. Hang on, what? Oh, is that maybe from an upgrade session? Huh. Maybe from an upgrade session. Interesting. Need to try and see how to get that pattern thing working. That seems to be it. The history, file history feature. Was it referred to history vault? Folder options help. Oh, it's still being worked on. Let's see what it does right here actually. Folder options help. Yeah, going under major reconstruction. Yeah, kind of thought so. Kind of thought so. Hidden files. So that works. So everything mostly works for the most part, which is interesting. But it's just that they're still waiting to replace icons with the proper ones. I can't remember if this thing in the bottom existed in Windows 7. I really can't remember, and it's tripping me. These 5 icons right here. I can't remember off the top of my head if these existed in Windows 7. I'm pretty sure they did, and I'm completely blanking on it, but I cannot remember. That's the thing I'm going to try right now while I'm thinking about it. Are there new custom sounds at all? Come on. Windows Media Player. Come on. Get to work. Windows Media Player. You can't rearrange any of the apps. Okay, why is Windows Media Player not working? That is annoying. eHome. eHome is the folder where Media Center is stored. I know that for a fact. eHome, I believe, is the code name for Windows Media Center, I believe. I am not too sure. Sample music? No, it's not working. So Media Player is not working. Does Media Center work? No. It... maybe? Yes. There's a sample video right here. Sample music. I'm not going to play any of the sample stuff right here, but there we go. Windows System 32. History Vault. Data protection backend, please ensure. What's that? That was like the program manager. GPE result. Oh. Hang on. Why is it full screen? GLCND is the PDF application. No version in the version. Get Mac. Oh my god. Get Mac. Get Mac, alright. Color PCL. Right. So the full screen PDF application is already here, as it seems. I cannot seem to get rid of it. That's annoying. That's going to annoy me. Where is it went? Actually, Alt Control Delete. Task Manager. Right, there we go. That's closed it. Why is it? Alt Control Delete. Start Task Manager. Start menu. End task. What does this do? Right, so GLCND, RIP to PDF viewer, exactly. Where's so much crashing Explorer for me? It was just doing something else. What is going on with my stream right now? Why is it glitching it whenever I'm trying to capture something on screen?
Is it because I'm not in it?
Oh god, Jesus Christ, you scared me.
I wanted to wait till the most inconvenient moment and then I turned my mic back on. I've been sitting here vibing, watching the stream for ages, just thinking, yeah, I'm gonna wait till I'm done here and then see when I can get back on. So...
Oh, Switch user has lists and stuff. Other user? Oh, look how I've crashed it. Look what I've called the username on this guy.
I mean, I can't read it. It's mixed in the hard work thing.
You want me to give you a hint?
I can read it. I know what it says. Thanks, by the way.
You're welcome. Ow! I've tried to open PDF Reader and it's bugging out now. That's why that's why Charles in the chat is going RIP to PDF Reader. Right. Ow! If I get a friggin' hey, for a plus notes, the Snap UI still exists. There you go. The only thing is, I don't know what they call. I can't remember what they called this. But whenever you hit the start screen on the previous build we just looked at, there was a little mini taskbar that appeared at the bottom. And that's disappeared now. I can't remember what they called that. 750. Is this where they called it something? SKUs 6.1 uploaded. Installation. Windows Arrow. Time bomb. I can't remember what it was called. It was called something on here. Oh, you faker. Right, use one already installed in this PC. Browse. Things.
I've lost the thread of this stream. What have I missed?
Everything. Oh, right. GMCMD and F and P. All the letters of the alphabet right here. Where the name is this? I'm starting to lose my will to live.
How long are we streaming for, by the way?
A little bit longer until I can try and see the rest of these features. Charles is almost ready to go to bed, so I'll polish it off when he says so. But no pressure though, Charles. G. What was the program called again? GMCND or something. Is that one? GLCND. GLC. Oh, there you go. It works. It does the working.
Finally.
In this build, it does work, and you can actually read stuff. So this is a lorem ipsum document. Now, does the dragging? Oh, hello. Hello. I didn't even notice that before. The dragging feature is starting to work now. Well, it's kind of broken, but when you pull something down, you get the hand icon. Or is that just for touch? I'm not too sure. What's that? The challenge bar, I forgot about that. Has it changed at all in this build? I've only just realised that. Hey, what's that? Is that the scroll bar? Oh, it's a thing. Right. Tell you what to do. I'm going to restart this. I'm going to try and see if we get the challenge bar to work. Oh, there we go. Working on a project, but I can still hear you. We log into Matt's account. Oh, it's just the start screen. It's taking a little bit well to load up. I wonder actually. Alt tab. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, there we go. It's working.
What did you do?
When it booted up, it wasn't showing the start screen at all. Okay, why is the magnifier just opened up? What the hell? Right, challenge bar. Is the challenge bar working? Is it working? It's just a white screen now. It is the broked.
And so it was that Ricky destroyed the operating system.
It was destroying itself, but it's still under construction. Right, winner. Task UI. .exe. Let's see if the new. Yes, it's still working, but there's nothing too much going on. But there's the addition of a new task. Run new task button here. Okay, well the charge it's just a blank screen now. Is there any information about that here? Red pill supports 32-bit UEFI boot. Oh, UEFI boot. Ah. This build's Metro is all identical to previous build for no reason. The start screen has a yellow-orange background in the bug. Oh, that's a previous, right. Not too much different between this build and the last build, only just a few differences such as the coloured start screen. As you can probably see right here, it was all a single colour, I think it was all black before. It's changed now, and there's a feature that I've just discovered on the wiki page which doesn't seem to be accessible at all. Pattern login is available. I'm not sure if you're familiar with pattern login. In Windows 8, enable pattern login for internal testing. Can't seem to find it. A new autoplay dialog has been added. It's still just the same as all one, just says autoplay. But I can't find it. I don't know if I'm running it or not. Messages shown when setup is starting are cut off. Huh. I will say that a lot of the stuff that they're mentioning here I cannot find. History Vault. History Vault. All control panel items. Actually, let's take a look actually in control panel, see if it actually does exist here. Although I will say though, I do like the icons. Yeah, the way the tiles are working right here. Let's see. That's an interesting point, Charles. You could implement something similar to this, just bare bones kind of thing at its front. Control panel. There we go. I'm trying to look for it. What's it called again? History Vault. History. Oh, there we go. History Vault. Oh, come on, please don't crash. There we go. Protect your data by creating copies of your important files. Assist reset. No, it's not assist. It's not assist. Shush. Shush.
Just laughing because it sounded funny. Like, come on. I haven't had any interesting input for about the past hour. Like, At least let me have this one.
Okay, I'll give you that. Your Irish really came out right there.
Huh?
Your Irish really came out there when you said that.
And I can make it sound worse if you want, but like, I'm not going to.
The restore feature is still here, folks. Actually, camera.
I only make it easier for me to be heard, just because I don't want people going, "What did you say? What did you say?" But yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hello. A slight redesign. Now, will it work? That is the question. Right. Live cam. Right. Da-dum. I reckon, actually, device setup. Right, close that for now. I'm going to wait for it to install into the virtual machine. Actually, that's curious. Actually, it didn't actually do that in the last build, so I'm worried that I might have not done it properly. But we'll find out in just a second. Has Windows Explorer just reset or something? What happened there? Right. Webcam.exe. Right. Settings. Still disabled. View captures. Still doesn't work. Is it installed? And don't worry if you see that my face is frozen. It has done it out of design.
Frozen webcam, bottom text.
Oh my god, Matt.
Making another one. You can't stop me now.
Nope.
I'm putting these in the video, by the way. I'm only making these because it'd be funny for the video.
So yeah, there you go. Actually, it's redesigned, but it still doesn't work. We'll see how far it gets in later builds. I will maybe plan to do a summer stream for this next time, but we will progress more into future builds as well and just see how the Windows 8 progresses after this, because it seems to be progressing quite well already, but there's quite a lot of bugs and stuff that we will see in the final build, such as the full screen webcam application, the PDF reader, and that kind of stuff. I will not wait until I'll be able to see the first build that has the store introduced, and you might see me buzzing like a child because I saw screenshots of that there. I'm just like, oh my god, the icon, the live tile. I'm not sure if the live tile feature was actually implemented yet, but the tiles are still there. But the live tile for the store was so cute. But yeah, the search bar, Matt, didn't know if you saw this. There's additional stuff here, so there's stuff down here going on. It doesn't really appear with stuff, but the search bar still works, so I'm going to search Mahjong. So you can see the search is kind of getting there. We can kind of see the smaller tile sets and stuff's being searched for, so they're starting to gradually build into that whole ecosystem of the start screen. And if you go on file search, it also searches for files. It's kind of buggy, but it does work. Ask me how I know, because yeah, it was a bit unstable for me. But there you go, that is a development thing of Windows 8, and the charge bar is kind of buggy as well. And it doesn't want to go away now. It's a cantankerous child. But Control Alt Delete, and I didn't mean to do that to my main computer, but I'm just going to shut it down.
Alright.
And I'm going to shut down this stream.
Big sad rip stream, it is dead.
Let's not show off their hard work, or let's not leak their hard work, that is. Which I just did. Anyway, that being said, folks, Charles, if you're still in the chat, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoy yourself here. And that being said, thank you to Matt.
Goodbye, stream. You will be missed. I will bury you in my back garden, and I will tell everybody your location so we can milk it for money.
Let me just sort my face cam before I end so I can actually see me well. Activate. There we go. Alright then, folks. I'm just going to end it like so. So, as I say, I might do a future stream like this, showing off future builds of Windows 8.
Potentially.
We don't know yet. And I may do a stream.
He definitely will.
Start doing.
He definitely will. I'll remind him.
But yeah, as I say, I hope everyone enjoyed this, and anyone who watches as a rerun, hope you enjoyed yourselves. And
or the highlights.
Aye, or the highlights. But that being said, folks, I hope you all have a very good rest of your night, and take care, and goodbye.
See ya.